Hello, it's me, Harriet, and today I am going to be doing a ramble of sorts. I'm going to be just like reinforcing some patches on my art jeans. So yeah, let me start with introducing you to the jeans, the most wonderful jeans on the planet. I got these jeans when they were plain from a thrift store like years ago, and I've worn them throughout like 8th grade up until now, and I'm a sophomore in college, so they have gone through some stuff, especially because I picked them up from a thrift store. So they're very old, but they fit me really well, and I love them to pieces. And so when they started falling apart, probably like just a few years ago, I was like, I don't want to give up on these jeans. I don't want to like have jeans with giant holes in them that are kind of awkward and not those like cute distressed ones that are super popular right now. So I decided to make them into art jeans. I'm an artist, as you can tell. This has a whole bunch of art on it. I also contributed to making this t-shirt. It's also from 2017, so it's also kind of old. Not as old as the jeans though, the famous jeans. Okay, so, yeah, this is what they look like from the front, and this is what they look like from the back. And then I'll show you some in-depth close-ups. The first hole that ever appeared on these jeans was this knee. And I was like, you know, I want to put something there. So I picked out this pink fabric that has white flowers on it and some green thread, and I plucked out all of these threads to make it look weird, and I sewed in this panel here that's just rectangular. That was the first hole on these jeans. And so I can go through everything on here. I've got some lace on this pocket. There was lace on the other pocket and on the ends of the legs, but it got pretty dirty from walking around, and also I tried to put on a patch somewhere and I melted some of the lace on the other pocket, so I was like, oh, I'll just take it all off. So I left this one just because, you know, I like lace still, but yeah. This is a patch I got from my friend. It's a sticker patch, so it was kind of hard to put on here, but, you know, whatever. With all these patches, most of them are iron-on, but what I do is I'll iron it and then I'll reinforce it with stitching so that it'll stay there. And so I also choose like a different colored thread just to like make it look interesting, you know? They're art jeans, they gotta be super colorful. This is a little paper crane doodad, but it's like gold plastic, I don't know, or metal, I don't even know what it's made out of. But I just sewed these little charms on here. There's 2 more like that. Currently, I'm in Japan. I'm studying abroad. I'm living in Hikone. So I got this at a Hikone store, which is a pretty much like a dollar store, but like 100 yen here in Japan. Yeah, Japan's amazing. But anyways, moving on. So that's that. This is a kanji that I just drew on here with Sharpie. It means spring, haru. A lot of these patches I've gotten from Hot Topic because I used to work there. So this one is a Hot Topic one. This one also is a Hot Topic one. This one my mom got me from like a greeting card. Again, this one was a sticker one, so it's not meant to be on fabric, but I made it happen. But it's got a whole bunch of like sequins and stuff, so I can't wash these jeans in the washing machine. I have to do it by hand. And then there's this, which is like the initials of all my schools that I've been to, and a heart. It's upside down because who cares? This is another Hot Topic one. And then this is some song lyrics right here from a Kesha and Macklemore song, Good Old Days, if you know it. I really like the message in the chorus. This is another one of those little paper crane things. And this is a quote from Harry Potter, and it says, "Words are, in my not so humble opinion, our most inexhaustible source of magic." It's one of my favorite quotes. It was said by Dumbledore, even though Dumbledore is not one of my favorite characters. On here, on the side here, I've got a quote from my friend that says, "I have never felt so simultaneously gay and straight at the same time." The redundancy of simultaneously and the same time made it really funny, and I've attached it to the jeans. This I also got from Hot Topic, and this is one of the other first holes that was starting, was like right at the end of the zipper. So I just wanted to have a little patch there, and I figured this was a really good one because it also sends a message. It says nope. It means don't get in my space, you know? This one also is right here, and it says don't touch me for the same reason. This one I just ironed on seconds ago, and I'll be sewing onto this in a second to reinforce it. We've got a little Groot here. Got some Be Weird happening. I made some other weird thready thing happen. Another crane. That's the last one. Got a little koi fish because, you know, I'm a Japanese nerd. This says fireworks in Japanese. It's hanabi, which is flower fire, which I think is amazing. It's one of my favorite kanji combinations because I'm a nerd. And then I have another song quote over here from Billie Eilish. That's from her song Bellyache. Where's my mind? Maybe it's in the gutter. I also just ironed this on, and I'll be sewing this relatively soon as well. And then this one is a little poem-y short story thing that I wrote like ages and ages ago. I was really young when I wrote this, but I wrote it and said it so often to myself when I was like just by myself that I have it memorized, and it's once upon a time there was a little girl, and now I don't memorize it because I'm such a dork. Okay, anyways, once upon a time there was a little girl who lived all alone in her own little world, which I think is, I don't know, shows what I was thinking at the time I was a little kid. Here is a little Sharpie rendition of Count Olaf's Eye from A Series of Unfortunate Events, because as I said, and I will repeat several times, I'm a nerd. Let's get to the back where the party's at. I think this is self-explanatory. It's gay. I'm not 100% gay, but I am like 40% gay from what I've determined of myself. I am bisexual. Shout out to all your bi folks, because they're cool. Alright, this is a sloth pocket because sloths are cute. This I wrote up here in thread, and it says konnichiwa because I, again, am a nerd. Collecting tears for my potion. Another alien one, I want to believe. This I also just ironed on and I will be sewing. These are my initials, HPH. This says, everyone deserves an education because they do. This is They Might Be Giants because, yes, Wesley and Ruby are my dogs. Let's Do the Time Warp again because I'm obsessed with that song. Even though you're gonna judge me for this, I haven't seen Rocky Horror Picture Show yet in my entire existence. I've seen scenes, and I've heard that song a billion times. For me, it's a memory of middle school. Middle school was actually pretty good. I know a lot of people don't like middle school, but I had fun in middle school. This says Slytherin in katakana because I should just stop with the nerd stuff. Okay, anyways, life is about creating yourself because it is. A star in thread because why not? then I have, what I'm named after. Not necessarily like named after, but what my names came from. So my first name is Harriet, and so my dad found this name in a movie called How I Married an Axe Murderer, and so this quote I have is, "Harriet, sweet Harriet, hard-hearted harbinger of haggis," because my dad says that all the time. And then Dear Prudence is on here because my middle name is Prue, and my dad also collected that from the Susie and the Banshees cover of Dear Prudence by the Beatles. So yeah. And then I have my birthday and my internet name, which is Prue Ryder, and my birthday is December 15th, 1999. I am a cusper, not a Gen Z, not a millennial. I'm right in the middle. It's very confusing. Not really, but you know, whatever. So yeah, these are the art jeans. On the inside, to cover some of the other holes, I have 2 panels. This one is yellow flowers. This one is Harry Potter. I don't know if you can see, but it says Harry Potter. Because Harry Potter is one of my favorite things. And then on the butt, I've got some chemistry fabric and space fabric. So yeah. These are the jeans. And I don't know if this company makes these jeans anymore, but if they do, I would like some more so that I can have a regular pair, because these get very warm because I have so much extra stuff on them. I'd like to have regular jeans that actually fit me like these do. They are New York and Company, I'm assuming, NYNC, and they're curvy boot cut, and they're a size 8 tall. So if you see any, you should let me know, because I would like them. Thank you. So yeah, anyways, these are the art jeans. I've worked on them for a while, since high school, and now I'm studying abroad in Hikone, Japan, at Japan Center for Michigan Universities, just off the edge of Biwako, which is Lake Biwa for y'all who speak English. And it's been a while since I started these, and I love them, and I would like to continue until there is very little jean left to see. I mean, I still want them to look like jeans, but yeah. Anyways, this is my dorm, by the way, in Japan. There's a window over here. Maybe in like another video or something I'll show you around Hikone. I don't know. I really like making YouTube videos, but I'm not fantastic at it. And I'm very busy over here in Hikone. The only reason why I'm doing a video right now is because I'm procrastinating on my homework, and I don't have anything else to do if it's not homework. And I'm bored, because my roommate is not here. She is on a field trip for her class that I am not involved in. So, yay, good times. All right, so I have my own little sewing kit here that I brought from home. Some stuff I've bought in Japan though, so that's nice. But got, you know, your standard stuff: needles, pins, a tape measure, a little seam ripper that I bought in Japan at the Hikone store, where I got these little cute little doodads that are on my jeans. And I also bought some thimbles at the same Hikone store. If you would ever like to go to that Hikone store, it is called Seria, S-E-R-I-A, and it is located within Kane's Mall in Beisha, which is a Kane's Mall? I don't know. Kane's Mall in Beisha, which is like a kind of like a cross between a Home Depot and a Target and a grocery store. So it's pretty nice. All right, anyway. You can get a lot at Seria, so I would recommend going if you ever are in Hikone and you want to be here in a store. Okay, I'm gonna start with this Scully boy up here, and this Scully boy is pink and purple and got some green and some white, and I think I'm gonna go with pink thread because I like pink thread and I like pink. I have three different kinds of pink, but I want to go with one of the lighter pinks. I can either go with hot pink, or I can go with like this cotton candy sort of bright pink. And I think that I'm gonna go with cotton candy instead of hot pink because it fits better. I really like working with colors, and I like figuring out what colors need to go where and stuff. And I like matching colors, and this pink just makes sense to me. I can't get this needle out of this freaking contraption. Okay, there we go. There we go. Okay, and then I'm just gonna pull a whole bunch of thread off because this is how I do things. Okay. And then I'm gonna use my seam ripper because I don't want to get up and grab scissors. There we go. Perfecto. Now the thing that I have to be careful of with the placement of this patch is I put it over top of the pocket, and I also have that panel of fabric underneath. And the fabric that's underneath there is it's stretchy. It's a very different material from the denim, the very thin, worn denim. And so it's kind of difficult to sew through. So, not like difficult to sew through, it's just difficult because it's stretchy and then it moves and then you're like, oh, but I sewed it in the wrong spot and now there's wrinkles in here. And I don't want that, so I gotta be mindful. So I always like take a whole bunch of thread and then I make sure that it's even so that it's like 2 strands, you know? And then I tie a knot at the bottom. And then I always make sure that I sew first from the inside so that the knot is on the inside. Because, yeah, that makes sense. You're not seeing all them thread boys out there. Alrighty. I am, however, going to start from inside the pocket. And I think I'm gonna start over here. Fantastic. Ta-da, we've started. And now you have seen my process of jeans. And I'm gonna keep sewing a little bit, but I'm not gonna finish this while I'm doing this video because this is already 18 minutes long, and I'm not gonna edit this because my computer is broken right now, and so I'm just gonna upload it straight from my phone. So I don't have any editing. I mean, I could edit it with my phone, but as I said, I live in a dorm in Japan, and in this dorm in Japan, we have very slow internet. And the only reason I'll probably be able to like upload this today is because everybody is on a field trip. And so, yeah. Isn't that fun? Everybody's on a field trip except me, you know? Yeah. This is a very thick freaking patch. I can't even get the first thing started. This is why I bought thimbles at Saria, so that I can actually do this. Oh, come on. Okay, there we go. I'm not a very strong person in general, so, you know, sometimes this just doesn't work out the way that I hope. But, it's okay. Oh, I totally messed up this inner fabric for this pocket, but, you know, it's okay, it's a pocket. It doesn't really matter, you know? Especially when it's on women's jeans, because they don't, like, actually, like, do anything anyways. Okay. This is a lot more difficult than I thought it would be. Okay. Anyways. Again, this is my art jean ramble. We're already at like 20 minutes. What the fudge nicks? I've been swearing a lot more recently than I have in the past, and I think that's just because I am almost 20 and I'm away from my parents and I can do whatever the hell I want. But a lot of my friends have been surprised with the amount of swearing that they are hearing from me, so I don't think I've sworn in this video. I think I've just made some like weird noises, but if you are against swearing, I am sorry if one slipped through the cracks of my brain and my tongue. Good times. All right. Awkward silence. Yeah, Hikone is nice. Living on a lake is nice. It's also kind of difficult because we bike everywhere, and so I typically am biking right on the edge of Biwako, and it's challenging because the wind is very strong. It is typhoon season right now. Typhoon season starts in like August and it ends in like November, like mid-November. So it's still kind of windy over here. I don't know if you saw on the news, it was kind of all over the place, but Typhoon Hagibis, I think is what they called it. Typhoon number 19. It struck Japan pretty recently, and that was kind of interesting because it was really intense over here, but it was literally just heavy rain and really strong wind. Over in Tokyo, on the other side of Japan from me, because Tokyo's on like the east side of Japan, I'm on the west side of Japan. Tokyo's like a 6-hour train ride from here. It's really freaking far. Even though I would like to go to Tokyo, it's a little too far. Yeah, Tokyo got hit pretty hard, well, area around Tokyo, and I think there's still some recovery going on over there. I hope everything works out soon, because I would like to go visit and see some cool stuff when I do have time away from class. Class is really difficult. We get 3 hours in the morning of class time, and then we are required to study at least 3 hours on our own time every day. So that's difficult because, you know, when you're studying abroad, obviously you're here to study and you're here to like learn like whatever you're here to learn. In my case, Japanese language. But you're also abroad because you want to see the country, you know? You want to go explore, you want to go try new things, you want to do all the things. And when you have to study for 3 hours every day, at least, that takes a lot away from your like fun time, you know? So it's been interesting navigating that. But class is nice otherwise, because I mean I am learning. I'm learning a lot of Japanese. I am here at JCMU, I am at level 2. That's lower intermediate Japanese. I can hold a conversation pretty well, but I'm still not quite all there. For example, currently we are learning Keigo, which is respectful, honorable Japanese, kind of language that you use in a business setting. Why we're learning it now when I can't have a casual conversation with another college student who speaks Japanese is beyond me. But you know, I'm still learning a lot. We just had our quiz, no, not a quiz, we had a test yesterday. We have a test every Friday, and we have a quiz every Monday through Thursday. And on Thursdays, we also have our listening test. So a quiz and a listening test, and then on Fridays, another test. So, good times. We cover a chapter in a week, pretty much. We, every test is a different chapter. So we started Genki 2 for, this level. Genki is the Japanese textbook. It's a really good one. If you're trying to learn Japanese, I would recommend it. But yeah, it's, we started in chapter 13, and currently our test was just chapter 19, and we're starting chapter 20. We got here in September. I got here the last day of August. We moved in the 2nd or 3rd of September, and then the next week was classes, after placement test and everything. So currently it is October 26th, so that's a lot of coverage in that amount of time, if you get what I'm putting down. But I'm really enjoying myself. It is stressful, I'm not gonna lie. It's very stressful. My teacher is very strict, but it is also really fun. I've been making some new friends, trying new things, even though I don't have a whole lot of time, and exploring and things. So, it's been fun. What has been most interesting to me is grocery shopping, I think, because the prices here in Japan are very different than in America. In America, you've got your produce and your meat and your other stuff, whatever, and you have access to, any cuisine that you can think of, really. There's so many different, options of cheese and bread and meat and, sometimes fish and stuff. That's in America, right? You can get tortilla chips and all this kind of stuff. In Japan, you are limited. You are limited pretty much just to Japanese food. I've seen the smallest international food section I have ever seen in my entire life, because, in America you get these giant supermarkets that have actual food. Anyways, here you can get 8 tortillas for $12. But at home in America, you can get all of the taco things you could ever possibly want. In Japan, no, you got to have Japanese food. You can buy rice, you can buy vegetables, and you can buy meat or fish, and then you make your own thing. So, yeah, I have a rice cooker, and oh my goodness, we have a magical microwave. In America, you have a microwave and a toaster oven and an oven. Here, my microwave is all of those things. It's a microwave and a toaster and an oven in one thing. And it's been very challenging to figure out how it works, but especially because I can't read the buttons very well, because I'm still not amazing at Japanese, but pretty interesting. But yeah, I've been buying rice and meat and vegetables, and having a rotation of sorts of fried rice and curry rice, because Japanese love their curry rice. It's real good stuff. So I've been doing that. Produce and meat here is very expensive. You would think that, oh, Japan has farms. They should have, produce that they make here, that's relatively cheap. Okay, so some things are very cheap. Some things here you can get for much cheaper than you can in America. But some things are very expensive. I'm used to having apples for like $1 a bag. Here, it's $1 an apple. So, I don't know. I'm from Michigan. Maybe it's different from where everybody else lives, but you know, you learn something new in all your experiences. Japan is definitely an experience, I would say. And yeah, so that's all I can come up with right now about Japan, my life. It's pretty similar to America, studying, grocery shopping, cleaning, talking to friends, hanging out with friends. But there's other, you know, stuff in the mix that's like new and exciting and oh my god, I'm in Japan. Ah. One thing that's really different is the bugs are a lot bigger here, and there's a lot more spiders, like a lot more spiders. And the crows are ginormous. The crows are like 2 times the size of my head. They're insane, like I don't even know. But there's a lot of crows, and they're gigantic. And it's really freaking like scary, but not at the same time. I don't know. Wildlife, great times. Also, I'm from Michigan, which is very flat. It is really flat, like the terrain, and the roads are absolutely awful. In Japan, that's very different. There's lots of different terrain types, and the roads are perfect. So, you know. They also drive on the other side. But yeah, Michigan, flat. Here, there's a lake, and then there's mountains. So, pretty cool. Pretty cool, pretty cool. But yeah, good stuff. If you do want to see Hikone, if you want to see where I study, where I live, where things happen, let me know, and I will make a video about it. I'm sure there's other videos also on the interwebs that you can watch about JCMU. If you're interested in studying abroad, you should definitely come. You should definitely come to Japan. Like, please come to Japan. It's so pretty. It's so cool. Culture is amazing. Language is amazing. Also, if you want me to do a video in Japanese where I speak only in Japanese, I can try that. That would be fine. I can't guarantee that it'll be perfect Japanese though, because I'm not an amazing speaker, but and I can also try and make subtitles for that, but it would take me a while, and I might do that when I return to the United States, just because the internet here sucks. It really does. There isn't really a way for me to fix that. So it's gonna be really hard for me to like make the kinds of videos that I want. So yeah, I'm gonna end the video here. I feel like it's long enough. It's like going on 34 minutes, 35 minutes. And these jeans are gonna take me a while. They've been taking me years, so it's like a little crafts project anyways. It's not like a huge deal. But yeah. That was my ramble of rambles, like a rambly ramble of rambles. You can now tell very thoroughly that I am a nerd. I like languages. I like Japan and Japanese things. I'm currently studying abroad because I'm that nerdy. And yeah, if you have questions or anything, I would love to continue talking about Japan. I could talk someone's ear off about it. Yeah. Good times. Thank you for watching and listening, and I hope you were able to follow along the whole video. As maybe like background noise, maybe. I know this is kind of long. But yeah, I had fun making it, and I'd like to make more videos. But yeah. Okay dokie, bye bye, sayonara. I'll see y'all later. Next time I get my shit together. Bye.